Guys, you're looking at another diamond from the Jeff Sear collection. There's two more right there, the 50 and the 70, both frame off concourse restorations that Jeff worked at Mickey Finn's Honda. He basically took my job when I left there in '87, and he worked there for about 20 years in the parts department, running the operation over there, and amassed a collection of all Hondas that were all absolutely beautiful low-hour machines. We put the borescope down the cylinder on this one. It still had the cross hatching, still has the cross hatchings on the original piston, and the top end had very little carbon, and it's in absolutely perfect condition. Let me grab the work order here. I'm pretty sure it was 148 psi on the compression, which is exactly what a new one would have. It's basically a very low hour original that was in his private collection for many years. That was the thing, all his bikes. And if you look at the chrome, the original chrome on this, and you look at the original seat cover on it, you'll see that this is an absolute diamond. It had been sitting for a while. Sadly, Jeff had passed away a couple years ago. We bought this from his brother, Tim, and we went right through it. I'll read the work order on what we did to make this thing look like it just came out of the crate 25 years ago. The gas tank was cleaned out in the parts washer. We cleaned the carb and the inside of the airbox, installed a new air filter, changed the oil with a quart of 1040 Bel-Ray oil, put a new drain washer in it, installed new ODI smooth grips, lubed the throttle cable, checked the compression. It was 148 psi on the borescope with the cross hatching still on the cylinder and very minimal carbon buildup, proof it's got very low hours. He put a brand new set of chain and sprockets on it with a brand new gold 428 chain and new axle chain adjusters, a set of new Dunlop tires front and rear with new rim strips and new tubes, still have the hairy nubs on them, brand spanking new. It's a total of 5 hours of shop labor. Bike runs and looks and sounds like a brand new motorcycle. Then it went to John Lee and Carlos in a detail shop where it was steam cleaned and hand washed. They repainted both sides of the engine covers. They were scratched from boots and sneakers rubbing up against them. They repainted the kickstand. They removed the exhaust, sanded and painted the exhaust, the flat black, and then they painted the exhaust cover, the semi-gloss. They took the bottom cover off the engine and vapor honed it and then reinstalled it with a fresh coat of clear coat on it. They sanded and painted the swing arm and the frame rails and the foot pegs and the rear brake pedal. They polished the rims. They repainted the shifter. They cleaned up the Kickstarter shaft. As you can see, it looks brand new, and then put a fresh coat of clear coat on that. Cleaned and detailed the entire bike, including the seat, and then put it all back together. They basically dismantled it and cleaned every nut and bolt on it and then reassembled it. The fork lowers, as you can see, when the front wheel was off, those were sanded and repainted. Also, the original Honda, I think it's called Cloud Silver. So it's as close to a brand new one as you'll find anywhere. It was 19 hours in the detail shop getting this full frame up rotisserie detail, as we call it. I put myself down for an hour of labor. I had way more than that into it. We drove to his house and spent half a day with him. Picked the bike up, drove it back here, went through every step of the process with the techs, test rode it, and then brought it down to detail, in and out of the detail shop till it was perfect. So that's a conservative estimate at my time. Basically, my time's not included, but I threw an hour in anyway. So it was a total of 25 hours of shop labor at $150 an hour plus $320 in new parts. And there's no price on here for the paint or shop supplies. You figure another $30 for that. So $350 in parts and $37.50 in labor brings it to $4,100 without tax. So probably more than we should have put into it, but this is just what we do here. We try to make bikes as close to brand new as humanly possible. It's a lot of fun doing it. It's not often a profitable venture, but Tim wanted us to bring his brother's bike to the next level. And in honor of Jeff, we did it. We restored every one of his bikes to showroom, brand new condition. It was easy because mechanically he was a parts department manager, so mechanically he kept them nice, and they were all in really good mechanical condition. But the cosmetic restoration of a 24-year-old trail bike is always time consuming. This one wasn't that bad, 19 hours. So yeah, we can't give it away, but if you're looking for the nicest XR100R 2002 for sale on eBay today or online, this is it. It's as good as it gets. Give Junior a call, 860-454-7024. We can ship it right to your house, licensed in insured and enclosed. We can finance it for you if you need financing. We also upgraded the bars to Renthal handlebars. Just something we like to do. I think it looks really cool, like just like Dad's 450. Renthal crossbar pad. It's got the shorty aluminum levers on here also, and the new ODI grip. So that wasn't even on the parts list. So it is what it is. So beautiful bike. If you know anything about these XRs, these were when they were made in Japan. They're now made in Thailand. There's some question as to whether the quality of the componentry is good. I can tell you this, these are absolutely bulletproof. This bike will run for years, even with a pro rider hammering on it. They're basically indestructible. A lot of fun, probably one of the most fun 100 four-strokes ever made. They're bulletproof. So if you have any questions about it, give us a call, 860-454-7024. Hit the like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and God bless America.